He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. And I love that last passage as a promise. Without Jesus, the world could just disintegrate. In fact, one commentator says this. He says, we may not see Jesus with our eyes, but he's the most real thing in the universe. Subtract Jesus from the universe, and everything falls apart. That might sound like it's an overstatement. I don't believe it is. I believe Jesus is at the center of reality, and if he wanted to just let the world go, you might see it just dissolve or run amok or disappear. It sounds maybe a little bit crazy, but I know when I get on a plane and I'm flying from California and I'm flying to Chicago and I'm surrounded by these people in this little thing and there's all sorts of stuff that can go wrong, in that moment I'm thinking, Jesus, hold this plane together. When I get in my car and it's 2 a.m. and I drive this light little car and the roads are a little slick and icy and I'm tired and I'm holding the wheel and I have a tire pressure light come on, I think, Jesus, hold this car together. Whenever I ride my scooter, I think, not because of my scooter, because every other driver, Jesus, hold it. But when you have things go on with your body, when you look at your finances, Jesus, hold it together. But you watch the news and they tell you constantly things are falling apart. They're falling apart. They're falling apart. They're not going to fall apart. Jesus is going to hold all things together. Because what Paul is saying here in this hymn is that Christ made and he maintains the world. And sure, he does a lot of that through natural law. That's the way he's decided to do it. But every once in a while, he breaks in and answers a prayer in a very clear way. He breaks in and does something that's miraculous. There's no other answer. He breaks in and just shakes the world. He touches your heart. He speaks a word of truth to you. And you know that Jesus is still working. He made and he maintains the world. And he wants us to talk to him about it. He wants us to pray to him. He wants us to talk to him. He wants us to praise him. He wants us to trust that he's got control. Also, this doesn't take us off the hook. Well, Jesus holds the world together. I will never recycle again. Jesus holds the world together. I'm going to drive as fast as I can. Jesus holds the world together. I'm never going to pray or do a good deed. That's foolishness. Paul prayed for wisdom. Jesus still uses natural law and good advice. The Bible talks about wisdom all the time. But at the end of the day, we can trust our own wisdom more, our own strategies, our own devices more, and we can kind of forget, because we don't see him, that Jesus made and maintains the world. He holds all things together. You need to know that. He holds the stars in the sky. He keeps the heart beating in your chest. He keeps your toenails from just falling off your feet. He holds all things together. He does. He does.